Hello everyone, welcome back to Sins of the Prophets. So, Operation Hook'em, it's just a weird name, is kind of falling flat on its face right now. We were supposed to launch the operation, but the operation has been stalled because for some unknown reason, the AI will not leave this planet. Two of the AIs, these guys, the Prophet of Regret and the Prophet of Truth, which is actually, ironically, very logical that they're both working together, just will not leave Bounty alone. They have consistently attempting to take Bounty. Like, every time I retake it, like, a few seconds later, they send, like, a full-scale invasion fleet, and they just retake it again. So I'm going to build 3 capital shipyards here, and continue with the rapid ship production that is necessary here. We're diverting 1 Punic to Infinity's fleet because, well, Infinity lost one Punic in its recent battle. Which, all things considered, is not that bad. We could use a repair yard over here, though, because I think Infinity's pretty fucked up. Little bit. Infinity's a little fucked. Build a Phoenix so we can construct more defenses. I think other than that, we're okay.
Humanity's future lies in the heavens.
Spare a repair yard back here.
I'll be in my private quarters.
You don't say. And you go there.
Thrusters.
Are you upgraded, by the way? You are.
Ground forces are under planetary bombardment.
Where? What planet are they taking? It's not you. Is it way in the back? Oh. Yeah, they're taking one of my backline planets.
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
It's always good when they're taking your back planets, isn't it? Oh, boy. Yeah, so Operation Hook'em is failing horrendously. Well, I wouldn't say it's failing. It's not starting.
Inbound
because
space
I get to this point where I'm like, okay, we're going to start the operation. And then we don't, because the freaking AI over here sends their full weight.
Rapture detected.
I hope you like the smell of rockets. What are you attacking now? Are we talking about this?
Inbound UNSC.
The Covenant doesn't even use rockets. What are you talking about? Fucking weirdo. What are you supposed to do? What do you do with these guys? You know, these Hailey bastards. We're not allied with them yet, okay? Maybe we'll never ally with them. Who freaking knows?
Our allies' colony is under planetary bombardment.
Ugh. Focusing so hard on one theater of war, though, it makes it kind of unnerving because you start to wonder, like, are you losing stuff that you really shouldn't be losing somewhere else that you're not paying attention to? Because I can guarantee that happens a lot. So we have another one. So now, theoretically, we should be building 3 Punics at a time at this place. Which would be a lot faster if our fleet was veteran, but unfortunately, it's not.
Inbound UNSC.
Oh, is that what they attacked? No, they're not attacking that. I need to retake Bounty quickly, though, because if I don't, he will attack that, and then it'll cause problems. This fleet's not really ready,
UNSC forces have
but
engaged the enemy.
We're dispatching it to Bounty because we cannot let the enemy try. We can't let them back into the back line. They cannot get back into our rear lines. So I'm dispatching the fleet, even though it's honestly not ready for combat yet. Which, I'm not going to say that's why the fleet keeps dying. I think the reason the fleet keeps dying is probably because it's getting hit by way more firepower than it's really qualified to handle, but I can't really do much about that, so.
What do you need of me?
Oh, God. And if everyone's wondering, I do play this game in bursts, so like I'll stop for a few days and then I'll keep up with it, and then I'll come back and play a shit ton of it like I am right now. I've recorded I think I've recorded 3 episodes now, so I only record up to 3 episodes because I have 3 save slots that I save into. So after that way, in case something corrupts from my footage, at least I can go back to an old save or something, you know, whatever, and continue where I was at.
There are no heroes in this war.
You don't say.
The situation must
Pumping money. I love how I just have infinite money, though.
There are no heroes.
Like, legit, I just have infinite money. Like, I don't even need money.
There are no
Okay,
heroes in
who's
this
here?
war.
It's the biggest.
We are
It's the
ready
super
to
ship,
wage war.
but it's all alone. It doesn't stand a chance against. I don't think it stands a chance against eight Punics by itself. There's no way. 8 Punics by itself. It can't possibly hold against 8 Punics. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. It's very possible it can hold by itself against 8 Punics. I'm hoping it can't. Because remember, this thing can only target like one ship, slash 1 to 2 ships at a time. And once you get its shields down, it does die pretty quick. Of course, that doesn't mean that they're not going to send a... That doesn't mean they're not going to send a shit ton of ships in to support it, which is what that
Carrier
is.
reporting for duty.
But we can try and smite it. Come on, guys. You can do it. Nuke the shit out of it. Come on. Oh, Jesus.
The situation
This
must
whole
be
situation is falling apart quickly. Retreat.
For
Well, don't
humanity,
retreat.
We fight.
We just been over this. Retreating is a waste of
Our capital
resources.
ship's hull is critical.
When you're engaged with a
Capital
ship of this
ship's hull is
magnitude,
critical.
retreating is a waste of time.
What do you need of me?
Get in there. It's dead.
Overkill?
Concentrate
No such thing.
fire on everything else. Oh my goodness. Alright, well. Productive, I suppose. Oops, not a Sahara.
More preliminary research is required.
All Spartan teams are prepped and ready for launch.
Decisions will be made.
Roll
Infinity's
full
moving
ahead.
to Atlas.
This better be important.
Decisions have been made. Infinity's going to Atlas.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
It's the only way. It's the only way. We need this planet secured. And the only way is we need to send a full, capable, ready-to-go fleet to lock down Atlas. So I'm diverting Infinity to Atlas. Infinity's
Ground
battle
forces
group,
are under
whatever we're gonna
planetary
call it. I don't
bombardment.
know. Fucking battle group Infinity. Fuck, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I'll be in my private quarters.
I don't really see much of a fleet there because I think he's up there doing stuff.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
So hopefully they don't attack Asmara while I'm gone.
UNSC forces have
But
engaged
if
the
they
enemy.
do, they do. We're coming into
Humanity's
we're
future
coming into
lies in the
Atlas. Let's see
heavens.
what we're dealing with. Ha! Hello. Worst way to jump into a planetary system is to jump on top of the enemy fleet. Especially when you're this fucking divided.
Space
Jesus,
raptor
guys, you
detected.
could you have been any more spread out on that jump?
Let's show them a god.
I mean, realistic military protocol being spread out is a good thing when you're going places
Allied
because it
forces
means you
have
get less
entered
collateral
UNSC
damage. But
controlled space.
in this circumstance, we're kind of trying to collect our damage into one general vicinity.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
You see what they're doing?
Allied
They're
forces
jumping
have
that way.
entered UNSC controlled space.
They're trying to jump to
Allied naval
Asmara.
forces have engaged the
Because I
enemy.
sent my fleet down here, they immediately tried to send their fleet that way. But,
Have no
unfortunately for them, my fleet all literally dropped in on top of their fleet as it was trying to slip space in. So,
target locked.
they
Fire
kind of
from
got,
west.
the AI had to convert its targeting plan. It kind of got caught in a big firefight
Allied
before they
forces
could
have
actually
entered
jump
UNSC
out. So
controlled
only like
space.
2 ships made it. Which, you know, don't stand a chance. 2 ships is one thing. We can deal with a couple ships. Anchor stations can handle like a handful of ships. It's when you start getting up there in the numbers is when we start to have the problems, okay? A handful of ships, easy.
Our allies' colony is under
Easy
planetary
peasy.
bombardment.
If you think it's a good use of my time,
We didn't even lose anybody.
UNSC Infinity awaiting
I
orders.
mean, we probably almost lost somebody. We almost lost one of our Artemises. So we had 2 Artemises. Okay, I think we've lost a couple ships in this fleet. Yeah, we lost, what's it called? One of the Valiants died at some point, because we've only got 2 Valiants and 2 Artemises left in this fleet. I mean, you know, they're going to be replaced by Punics at some point, so it doesn't really matter, but, you know.
Inbound slip
Well,
space
actually, it's
anomaly.
kind of useful, I think, to have at least one
Inbound UNSC
Valiant because it
reinforcements.
has the targeting uplink in it, and I think having at least a couple Valiants just it kind of boosts because of the boost. It helps your fleet a tad, I think. So it's probably good to have them.
sleep space
full ahead.
Okay, so Infinity's gonna hang out there for a bit while we
I'll be in my private
while we deal
quarters.
with this
I'll be in
shit
my
up
private
here.
quarters.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
Phoenix Spaceways, your new life awaits.
I can't remember. Can you build? I think you can actually build
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
space stations in the middle of literally nowhere.
What does the UNSC
Can you?
need of us?
Let me find out. Can you build space stations in the middle of nowhere?
Autopilot
You
engaged.
can.
Engaging
Let's go to
thrusters.
Atlas with these 2 Phoenixes. We'll build 2 more. We'll send them elsewhere.
17,000 of humanity's best and brightest on standby.
Basically, we just kicked them out of here. We're like, get out. This is my place, and they left.
UNSC forces have
So what it
engaged
looks
the
like,
enemy.
these little triangular planets here, it looks kind of like they actually they all connect
Inbound slip space anomaly.
to Atlas, and they all connect to each other, and then this one connects out this way. It's a very
Slip space rupture
interesting
detected.
setup.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
It's just a very
Get out of
interesting
my
sort of
way.
setup of stuff. What do we got here? So we got
Allied naval forces have engaged the
we've
enemy.
got 12 Punics.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space. Our Allied capital ship has been neutralized.
That's all we've got. 12 Punics. That's it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
We'll balance the fleet out a little more once we actually get to full Punic conversion. Right now, we're sort of like almost there, but we've still got like these 2 Artemises. We'll probably swap for Punics. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, okay, so 1 Punic should come down here, and 2 of our other miscellaneous capital, the Artemises, will be changed to Valiants, and they'll be in the other fleet to provide the buff. We want the buff, because the buff comes in handy,
Allied
because
forces
the
have
Valiant
entered
buff
UNSC
that they give is
controlled
targeting
space.
uplink, which is a 15% chance to hit, which is good, and a 30% weapon range increase,
The
which also is good.
situation must
And
be
then the
great.
Punics have a 10% cool rate disc thing, damage output is increased, and frontal damage reduction, which is useful. So if you basically take the enemy head on, you take less damage. And slip space
Allied
jump
forces
departure
have
range
entered
is less,
UNSC
which is not really
controlled
that big of a
space.
deal, but which is why these ships do almost 295 damage, I suppose, because they're just a shit ton. Anyways, Operation Hook'em is
Inbound
back
UNSC
on track, I
reinforcements.
think. We've got to start evening the fleet out though a little bit. So we're
Allied
gonna actually
forces have
take
entered
the 2
UNSC
most
controlled
battered,
space.
the most battered 2.
New
We're gonna
orders
send you
processed.
this way, and we're gonna send one of you down there. We're gonna try and balance the fleet out a little
If you
bit.
think it's a good use of my time,
We're working on it.
Phoenix Spaceways, your new
See,
life awaits.
once you get the Punic fleet,
Autopilot
everything's
engaged.
easy. Once the Punics all reach full health at level 10, they're really hard to kill. Because they do so much damage. Their archer missiles do
Allied
more
forces
damage
have
than their
entered
Mac
UNSC
guns.
controlled space. Allied
That's
forces
just the
have entered
perspective. Like, the
UNSC
archer
controlled
missiles
space.
on, like, Infinity don't do as much damage as his Mac gun. Which kind of makes sense, because that Mac is, like, there's 4 Mega Macs on that. But literally, the archer missiles on the
Inbound
Punics do
UNSC
more damage than their
reinforcements.
Mac gun.
Our allies' colony is under
Which
planetary
is
bombardment.
good, because they shoot way faster.
Infinity out.
Okay, so... not really sure. Uh-oh. Infinity,
All Spartan teams are prepped.
we're sending
and
you
ready
back.
to launch.
Go back. You guys,
desperate
though, you
times
can come
call
forward
for
because you're
desperate
basically
measures.
defending the same general
Giving
space
UNSC
either
hail.
way, so... We're gonna put that
Engaging
there,
thrusters. What does the UNSC need of us?
and you are just gonna go kind of like
Leap
there.
space,
Just
jump.
gonna stick them here so that we can keep an eye on
Inbound
this
slip
space.
space anomaly.
But we're dispatching...
leap space, jump.
UNSC Infinity awaiting orders.
All Marines, report to cryo chambers.
Remember,
This could get really
never
messy.
here.
This is gonna get real messy real fast,
Flip
because I just
space
sent
jump
this whole
complete.
fleet this way.
Phoenix Spaceways, your new life awaits.
But they're attacking Asmara. They're not attacking it with very much, but I don't have any Mac guns built yet because I'm a genius and I haven't done it. So there's basically nothing defending Asmara at this moment
We
in
are the
time.
culmination of human achievement.
Oh geez, I forgot to put these guys into their own
Flip
fleet.
space rupture detected.
Oh no.
There are no heroes in this war.
You
Let's
guys,
get this thing moving. All crew.
you are your own
brace for
fleet. Go that way. Do not form up with Infinity. You are your own little fleet.
We are the culmination of human achievement.
Allied forces have
What
entered
did I put in here
UNSC
anyways?
controlled space.
I didn't even pay attention. I think I've got 12 in here again. Let's see. Yeah, there's 12.
There are no heroes in this war.
Roland, full ahead.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
Form up. Go, go, go. I'm not actually sure what happened to the,
Slip space rupture detected.
this is going to hurt. Is it?
Inbound UNSC
It's a bit of a clusterfuck,
What do you
okay? It's a
need
bit
of
of
me?
it's a bit of a clusterfuck.
Let's get this thing moving. Get out of my way.
It's a little bit of a clusterfuck. We got this guy over here. Oh, he's right there. He's coming back.
Looking for action.
He's coming back. Okay.
Engaging thrusters. Autopilot engaged.
Well, at some point, I sort of stopped building defenses because it goes to full offensive
Allied
mode.
naval forces have engaged
I go
the
into
enemy.
full offensive mode, and I sort of don't build defenses
This
once I
better be
get...
important.
Once I reach that point where I'm
Orbital
in
structure
100% offense mode, I don't build defenses anymore.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I just stop building defenses once I reach that point.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
I need to finish getting this fleet back into service
Artemis
here
Aglo
because I swear this fleet
There
is
are
not
no
ready.
heroes in this war.
This fleet is going to be engaging combat soon,
do you
and
need
we're
of me?
still freaking moving all the fucking points around. All the shit's getting its shit together, and fucking Jesus.
Level 5 clearance confirmed. Send traffic.
Okay, I think Infinity has figured its
Slip
way
space rupture
out.
detected.
I'm not really worried about Infinity fighting up here because there's almost nothing here. But again, planet's pretty much undefended, so, you know.
All Marines.
Not really sure
report to
what's
cryo
going
chamber.
on here. He's moving ships around, which I don't really like.
We
but,
are
you know.
ready to wage war.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
Orbital
Oh
structure
dear, anchor
complete.
station, you're getting killed.
They
Go.
will remember this day.
I mean, we don't need two of them here, I suppose. The whole reason, realistically, it's more of a
Inbound
watch
UNSC
station than anything.
reinforcements.
It's not going to hold anything. It's kind of like a station where it's like, hey, look, an enemy fleet showed up. That's kind of what it's there for.
What do
To
you
be
need of
fair,
me?
that's what it's there for.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
Our lordy Lou.
There are no heroes in this war.
Building
Orbital structure
all the
complete.
things.
This better be important.
Oh, it is.
This better be important.
I just said it is. Fucker. Pardon my language.
What do you need of me?
Oh, Lord.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
This is the only thing about losing ships all the time that's not fun. Is, you know, resetting all the fracking abilities.
There
Oh,
are
God,
no
here we go.
heroes in this war.
We're getting engaged. Oh, my God. We've got incoming convergence.
They will
Focus
remember
fire.
this day.
You get back with the main group. You're like all alone over here. That's not
Allied
the
naval
place to
forces
be.
have engaged the enemy.
Well, considering how much damage the archer
Inbound
missiles
slip space
do,
anomaly.
The situation must be grave.
it just the archer missiles do so much damage.
There
It's
are no
actually
heroes in this
almost
war.
feels unfair. Because remember, the archer
There are no
missiles shoot
heroes in this
like
war.
really fast. That's like the primary weapon
Inbound UNSC
of each of the
reinforcements.
UNSC ships is their archer missile pods. Like that's their main weapon, which
There are no
is
heroes in this
realistically
war.
completely useless. If I recall correctly, I think archer missiles were practically
situation must be
useless
grave.
against shields, anyways. Against the hull, of course, they're all, and I mean, it's a
There are
anything
no
works,
heroes
but
in this war.
once we get the fleet organized, we'll be okay. We're still working on it. By the way, did Mr. Valiant? The Valiant never came back. Get your ass back here.
What do you need of me?
This fleet is like literally fighting a horde of zombies. It's just like
Allied forces
watching
enter
watching someone
UNSC
fight
controlled
zombies. There's
space.
just so many things converging on their location right now.
Executive General Order 098831
Alpha-1.
But they're converging on the anchor station, as you can see, which was a logical decision to put it there, because it's discouraged certain things.
We are ready to wage war.
Really hope this
Inbound
fleet
slip
doesn't
space
die
landing.
in the next few minutes,
We
because
are ready to wage war.
it will be
The
nothing but
situation must be
absolute frustration.
There are no heroes in this war. The situation must be great.
The Valiant's back.
All crew,
You
ready
guys
for
form up.
acceleration.
Get together.
All
Fall
crew,
back that
ready
way.
for
Get together.
acceleration.
See, the advantage of fighting here is that the enemy fleet is
Flip
all, like,
space
divided
rupture
and
detected.
shit. Like, they're not really forming up very well. Can you imagine if ships could go up, like, higher levels than, like, what we're at now?
This
you imagine
attack
that?
call for desperate measures.
Like, if your ships could, like, level up,
Allied
like,
forces have
infinitely
entered
so.
UNSC-controlled
I mean,
space.
that would be OP as all heck, because your ships would just be like,
This
certain
better be
ships in your fleet would just be literally, like, level
We are
1,000,
ready to
and they
wage
would just
war.
never die.
What do you need of me? The
See, once the
situation
Punic
must be
fleet
great.
is fully outfitted, it should be
This better
hard
be
to kill.
important.
Realistically, it should be very difficult to destroy. Once
Ground
it's
forces
at
are under
full
planetary
strength.
bombardment.
Problem is, getting it to full strength is a
There are
bitch,
no heroes
especially
in
in this
this
current situation.
All hands, battle station.
Oh, I already took it out. I forget. Isn't there a way to prioritize targets?
Our allies' colony is under planetary
I
bombardment.
think there was a way. Or is that that might be a completely different game I'm thinking of.
There are no heroes in this war.
Nope, no heroes. Laggy though.
Our capital cruiser is
I
venting
do
out
apologize
the
that the frame rate is like tanking right now. There's a lot going on in the universe right now.
What do you need of me? What do you need of me? This
Go
better be
away.
important.
My space. Shoot. You see what I mean? Like, they just keep
Allied
coming.
forces have entered
They just
UNSC.
keep coming, man. They just keep coming.
Allied forces
Go
have
away.
entered UNSC-controlled space.
Okay.
Inbound
Is that an
UNSC
attack?
reinforcements.
Nope, it's a storm cutter. Okay, so
UNSC Infinity awaiting orders.
Infinity is
There are
here.
no heroes in this war.
I think our fleets are actually up to full spec right now. So
There are no heroes in this war.
that means
Flip
that
space rupture detected.
get it on. I'm assuming it's up here. Hailey Command is the one with the unicorn. I don't know what they're attacking, but I'm not going to worry about it. So in the next episode, we will
Ground forces are under planetary
continue our
bombardment.
power play. Whoa.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
The Battle of Atlas over here. Jesus, I'm
Flip
trying to
space
take a
rupture
screenshot,
detected.
but it's so laggy that my
UNSC
it just
forces
like
have
won't.
engaged the enemy.
I can't get into position to take a screenshot of enemy ships with my ships here. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. There we go. Alright. I take screenshots of everything. Anyways, yeah, so this episode is oops, not that. There we go. So this episode is done. What we were supposed to launch, Operation Hook'em, didn't quite get started like we had planned, but it is in process of being planned. Oh, the lag, though, is just destroying the game a little bit. Another reason why playing on a map this big is not a good idea.
Allied forces have entered UNSC control.
Thought of a very useful idea, actually. We're going to deploy cradles to each of the fleets because
Inbound
we
slip
really need
space
some
anomaly.
repair out here. Ah, more ships. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Allies colony is
Hey guys, make sure to like and share the video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel or check out my Patreon, make sure to check out those links on the left side there. If you'd like to check out this series from the very beginning or another series that I'm doing, check out the links on the right. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.